So today I want to talk about something that I think was going on for a little while, but definitely is hurting us as a society and individuals in general. I saw this tweet the other day, and it was like retweet if you ever had anxiety before like a presentation in school that made you get a bad grade, or like you were nervous about an exam so you did bad, blah blah blah, and like the people want to solve this issue by like making it easier for kids that have these issues. And like I really don't think that's the right way to go about it, because if you've ever gone over the hump of something, that like if you've gone through a challenge that it was really hard at first but then you overcome it, like you know that feeling of success afterwards, and you understand how important it is to go through um, those moments of adversity. And like when you come out on the other side, you're just a way better person for it. And like obviously this isn't like a knock against like mental health. Like obviously mental health is like a very serious thing that like we need to work on. Um, but like I don't think the right way to do this is just to make it easier on kids. Because I was like, as a person like me who has gone through these issues, like I used to have anxiety presenting. Like I never enjoyed doing it. I used to get super nervous before tests. Like I wouldn't sleep like 3 days before. Like I've gone through this before. Like I've had depression. Like I've had these things that people are describing now, and like I've gone through it, and like the only way to get over it is just to get better at it. Like you just can't be afraid of these things anymore. Like you can't be afraid of exams. You can't be afraid to go to the gym. Like if you go to the gym and you can only bench 150, you go, well, oh, I guess I'll just never bench like 175, so why even bother benching anymore? Like no, like you have to like go through moments of being bad at something to get good at something. Like not everyone is a professional their first time doing something. I think that's a lot of another issue that we go through a lot, is that like people are embarrassed to start out at something they're not great at. So like a lot of people think that trying out for the gym the first time, like they have to be in shape already. It's like no, like the gym is a place in which like you go to fail. Like even people who've done it for years, like they go there every day and they fail on weights. Like they fail on weights. So like you can't compare yourself to other people. Like you just have to go in there, do your own thing. If you're a person who's worked out in 10 years and you want to start exercising again, which is great. That's a great thing. Like you should be proud of that. Then do it. And like don't be worried about being judged by other people, because there's probably people who've been in the gym since they were 12 years old because their parents put them there. And like you can't control the environment you grew up in. Like all you can do is change what you're doing now as an adult. So, like my advice is like if you're trying the gym for the first time, like just don't be afraid to fail, because you're going to. Like people that have been extremely successful at everything have failed. You know, especially in the gym. Like yes, Arnold Schwarzenegger, like he failed numerous times um, in bodybuilding competitions before he actually started winning everything. And like, I'm sure if you ask him, that's like a part of his success is because he was an extremely competitive person, and like he wanted to succeed so badly. And like you need those failures to understand what you're doing wrong. And like if you get pushed through, always doing the wrong stuff, but you're never really corrected, and you're just let to walk through life. Like what type of life is that? And I don't know. It's sad to see, because it's important to go through adversity. It's important to fail, because once you do that, you really appreciate succeeding. Like if you've never failed, like what is winning if you never lose? And I remember watching this episode. Um, I forgot what TV series it was, but this guy dies and he goes to hell, but he doesn't know it. And the devil grants him any wish he ever wanted, and like so he always wins. At the poker tables. He always gets like the girl to go home with him at the end of the night. But after a week, it's not any fun anymore, because there's no risk of actually losing. So how can winning be fun when there's nothing else to do? That's not really winning then, if there's no risk to it. So please do things with risk in it. Like you're going to fail. It's just like a thing. You can't be embarrassed by it. You just got to learn from the mistakes and move forward, and then eventually you start winning on things.